Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated.
Okay, we're here. We just got some more fish for our pond. I know a few people were asking about the pond, and it's actually doing pretty awesome. So we bought, I don't remember if I explained all this, but we bought like 20 little goldfish before, and they've done great. Like none have died. Like we've never seen a floating fish, and we just feed them every once in a while, and they're just flourishing. Like they're just, I mean, you can see them. Now I only put one chemical in this. Should we add it again?
I don't know.
I'm gonna put them in my hand.
I kind of feel like we don't need to.
Yeah, there was some chemical, like some coating, something like that. The guy conned me into buying it. I didn't want to get any chemicals, but he conned me into doing that. He was saying that they're gonna die and blah blah blah. He was making it sound all grim, and booyah, all the fish are doing great.
And did you see the frog eggs?
Oh yeah, and we
Frog
got
eggs.
frog eggs,
All over the place.
little frog eggs,
Okay.
and the fish are just doing awesome.
David, back up.
So I didn't do anything to this thing, and they're just living. So
No.
it doesn't always have to be super complicated, I guess.
Sissy's excited to show
Okay,
the
so
fish.
these are the new fish. Come on, Sissy, show us. Don't drop it.
Turn them around so you can see through the...
So that's 20 of them. So we just got more because,
Don't drop
you know,
them.
it looks cool with the fish, but, you know, it'd be better if there were more. That's okay.
There you go.
Gonna float around.
Yep. And we're going to leave it in there for a while. Yeah, the fish don't come up at all when it's sunny out. Like you would almost not think there's fish in there, but as soon as like there's some shade, or even like in the shaded areas, they just come right out. I just can't believe that. I mean, for you long-time subscribers, you'll know how many fish we killed in our
aquarium.
in our actual aquarium. We couldn't get them to live for anything, and then we just basically just throw them in this filthy pond, and they're like flourishing. All the beautiful fish.
We lost their attention.
Yeah, they're just messing
Hunting for
around
lizards
now.
now.
Okay, we're gonna leave. We're just gonna let this thing stay here for what, 10 minutes? Something like that? 10 or 20. 10, 20.
The water's very different.
Okay, so we're back out here.
Watch out, David.
It's been like 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
All right,
Should I pick them up?
Mommy will probably make a mess.
I feel like this is gonna be a disaster.
I know.
I wanna make sure I capture this.
You did it the last time. Okay.
Let's capture it. So, I'm gonna hold this.
Okay, you hold the bag.
Okay, and then I really want to put them in my hand.
No. You are not putting the fish in your hand. Hold on, sis.
I want to put them
Hold on.
in
Wait,
my
come on.
hand. I'm gonna put them in my hand.
Here, you can put your...
No.
No. Okay, ready?
I want to put them in my
David,
hand.
no.
No, ready?
You don't handle fish.
Ready? Let's see.
No, some of them are still in there.
You're gonna drown them.
There we go.
Ah, can we feed them now? They're probably so hungry. For the little baby fishes. Can we just put our hand in there? The 50 would go like cave. Ready? I'm gonna throw one at him. Ready? They're going crazy.
They're coming once they realize there's food.
Oh, we're getting some more. Oh, I see them coming up from the depths. Look at that.
They're talking crazy now. Where's the small fish?
I don't know.
They're gone. Maybe they're at the bottom being used for one. Oh, even that.
Oh no, some of these are smaller.
No, they're not. Let me get my...
Look at that. There are a lot of fish. So my other concern is when it rains, because it of course rains hard enough for this to fill up with water, and I don't know if fish are smart enough to like run away from the water and stay low, or if they're gonna like float around at the top and then end up getting washed away. My main plan was to just try to keep the water level, you know, reasonable. But if it rains, like, you know, I'm not here or whatever, then so basically just come out and remove water if I need to keep it
Keep it
at bay.
low.
So
Mom, Dad, I want to show you something. There is one that has red seats.
Oh, red seeds in there?
Hmm? Red seats.
Usually none of them have seeds because the little chipmunks eat them all.
Yeah, they secured this one with the grate.
That was a good idea.
So the squirrels can't eat them.
We need to make a trap out of it, like when you put like a stick under it and then the squirrel comes to eat it and then knocks over the stick. Yeah, big girl. You gonna show me a cartwheel?
I'm gonna do a handstand.
Okay, just do it.
Come on, baby.
David, get out of her way, dude. You're getting performance anxiety.
I don't know ever about this actually.
Okay. Are you gonna do your cartwheel and then we're done?
Ready?
Yes. You're getting better. Getting there.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
One hand.
Okay.
Looks like a big storm is coming. So I went ahead and took a bunch of water out of the pond. You can see there's little tadpoles in there. Not sure if you could actually see them, but there are tadpoles, and it is starting to rain, so I'm going to the garage. Ooh, okay. So I got my thumb drive here. It's just a PNY thumb drive that I got it actually was at Office Depot, and it was like $4 or something like that. I'll give the model number and stuff just because this one works, but I'm pretty sure any 16 gig will work. And why am I saying it works? Because I haven't even tested it yet. I'm assuming it's gonna work. There's a bit of a discrepancy between the instructions. Like if you look at the service bulletin instructions, they make it sound a little bit more complicated than the normal instructions, which basically say to just plug it in and follow the prompts. So I'm just gonna plug it in and follow the prompts, not make it complicated. The taser is still in there. I'm guessing it's not gonna cause a problem. I guess one way to find out is this, because I don't really want to have to remove it. Let me turn on the car. Okay. There's an update for your systems. You want to install it. And you can see the current version there. Let me get it to focus. So I think that that's it. It should take 20 minutes. Got the car running. Do not remove USB device. Fair enough. Alright, it looks like it's done. So it's just saying that the same version is on there. Why does it look, the screen looks all weird? Okay, let's pull this out. Hello? Yes. Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah, maybe I'll consider not using that gas anymore. It's just cheap, that's why I use it. Yeah, I know it would. I'd like to maybe do a, like switch the gas out. Probably on mine too. I mean, I can try it on mine. Like I can put some Shell V-Power in it and bring it back later. Like, next week or something like that. Okay, kind of interesting. That was GeForce Motorsports that called. And they watched the video and they were just advising me to oh my god, I'm almost embarrassed to say this because everybody's gonna jump all over me for it, but to not put Sam's Club gas in the car if I'm like wanting it to make big power or something like that. He said that Sam's Club gas is bad. I don't know. Everybody says that, but I don't want to believe it just because it doesn't make sense to me. But you know, I know there's obviously I don't understand everything. I just wish I could understand it a little bit more. But maybe I'll take the car back there next week or something like that without and then I'll put a full tank of Shell V-Power in there or something like that. I don't know. All I know is he said Sam's Club gas is probably not a good idea, and he thinks that might have contributed to it not making as much power as it should. Because in all honesty, I think I'd have to rewatch the video or something, but I think I put Shell in it before I took it to get the Pro Charger installed, so the 630 would have been made on Shell, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, I like running Sam's Club gas because it's cheap. So maybe it's not a good idea, but I don't know. Anyway, let's just get back to what we were doing. I don't like the way the colors look. It looks all washed out. I think you have to reset it. I think that was it. I think I remember reading that. Raining like crazy. I moved this up so it didn't get wet. I would imagine it can get wet anyway, but alright, that should be good. Not have a signal. How do I get rid of this washed out theme? I hate it. I guess we'll go with this one. But I swear the screen just doesn't look right. Maybe it's the lights. I don't know. Oops. I don't even know how to turn off the lights. You get these cars with automatic wipers, you forget what you're even doing. Yeah, the colors are just. Why is it doing that? Like, you can see, like, it's not just a effect on the camera. Like, you can see like a thing around it, and it's like dark on the edges and then light in the front. I mean, maybe that's just something that they did, but it looks lame. Oh, and is the screen burned? Is that what it is? Yeah, because it's showing update in progress. You can see it right there. How is that? What? Okay, I'm gonna turn this off for a little bit longer. Okay, well, I let that cool off or something because that's kind of weird. But so I'm gonna be taking my wife's car to get dynoed tomorrow. Hopefully, you know, that's tentative. That's gonna be on Thursday. Today's Wednesday, because I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with the rain, because it's raining like super hard. I'll show you when we go back out there. Took some water out of the fish pond today. I'm gonna go check it right now, but I can't show you guys that because I don't want to ruin my camera. Actually, I got my GoPro. Maybe I'll show you. But so tomorrow we're going to get a dyno on the wife's car, and it's going to be with Sam's Club gas because that's got to be like the consistent thing. I think if I do try it with a different fuel, I'm going to take this car down there and maybe not make any changes to it, run out the gas that's in here now, fill it up with V-Power Shell, and then see if it makes any more power. Might be a little bit cooler too because it was super hot that day, and I don't think we're going to get another hot streak like that anytime soon, but we'll see. I mean, it's an interesting data point, and it's kind of interesting that they called me and specifically made that note, which is kind of something that everybody's told me, and it's like one of those things where I'm kind of feeling dumb because, you know, when everybody's telling you something and you feel like you know better. I don't really feel like I know better, but I feel like that's what I want to do anyway. But maybe that's kind of dumb considering. Anyway, let's look at this again. It's still, you can still see it burned on the screen. Yeah, you can see update in progress burned in the screen. I know this screen doesn't burn in 20 minutes because this stuff stays on the screen like all day. So I don't know why it's doing that. Now let's see what's different. Everything seems the same. You see if my drive modes are there. Yep, all that's there. Track. Oh, I turned on the light show. That's super annoying. Like, I think when you hit sport, it turns on the light show. I'm sure I can turn that off. That's part of the taser. I'm sure I can turn it off, but I don't know how, and I don't really care to waste my time. So, I mean, I guess everything seems okay. I'm gonna do something that everybody's gonna give me crap about. I'm gonna take this thing out in the rain. Why not? Just because I want to drive it, make sure the screen's working correctly. Well, the screen doesn't mess up all the time. And just to note one thing is it had nothing to do with the taser, because this is, or anything I've done to the car, because it did this like as of a couple days after buying the car, when it was like 100% bone stock. But we got some good rain, and I turned, okay. Oh, it's rebooting again. Is that good or bad? Let's pull over. Now it's saying invalid up there. Oh, there it goes.
Then she told me put it on a chinny chin chin. Pocket full of nothing but the Benji Franklins. In the game, posted up.
Okay. If anyone's ever watched that Power Glide video, I thought about making a little video on it, but watch who's driving the Lamborghini thing when they're doing the drifting. It's super funny. It's like a stunt driver, but they try to pretend it's them driving. It's super cool. I mean, it seems okay. It still has the burning, but I mean, I don't know why it just rebooted right now randomly. I want to say the burning is looking less pronounced. Like you can see it's, like you can hardly notice it now. So I guess maybe just having the screen like that bright for that duration of time, you can still see it like very, very faintly. I'm not sure if you guys can even, no, the camera doesn't seem that, you can see it very faintly, but it's like almost not there. So if that happens to you, probably don't panic. Going through a car wash. Yeah, that's pretty much all gone and everything seems fine. I want to say it feels more responsive. Usually I feel like when I clicked on the various stuff, it was like a little bit slower.
SOS call not successful. Call 911 if there is an emergency.
Okay, that was an accident. My car is updated. Look at this. It's hard to understand the volume of rain when you see it in a like on a screen. So like, I guess you can see there. Or you can see just how everything's like flooding. Which reminds me, I gotta get my hurricane preparedness stuff going, because this is scary. Alright, so we got that update in. Tomorrow we're gonna be taking that to get dynoed. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to go look at the pond with the camera. So this might be it for now. See you guys tomorrow. I'll get the video posted most likely tomorrow because I'm getting the dyno done early. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace. Okay, so it's raining like crazy outside. My dog heard me open it over. I just wanted to show how my pond is doing. I'm not sure if anyone's gonna actually hear me because I got the waterproof box on my GoPro. So let's look. I'm gonna get soaked. Okay. So I just got to make sure the level on that doesn't get too high, because then the fish will possibly pour out. They're swimming around, which is I mean, obviously they're not, you know, rain isn't new to fish.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the cam girls' pages, blazes, and hit 'em with a script full of sex